Hey guys, what's up? It's Antony P back at you with another video, and on that ding it looks like my dinner's ready right out of the microwave, like it always should be. Am I right, ladies? As the video title suggests, I'm eating strawberries for the first time in Japan, and potentially for the first time in like 5 months, which is a long time considering I love strawberries and all I eat is plants. I gotta eat these quickly, actually. A little softy. Fun fact, for those of you that don't know, strawberries in Japan are actually like really expensive and you can't buy them all year round like in America. This costs like $8. It was a gift from my boss. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm gonna rinse this off and then we're gonna do it live. Oh, alrighty then. Do I look at you while I eat it, or should I look away? Should I close my eyes so we don't have to look at each other? I'll look at you. You know that scene in Les Mis, or The Miserables, where Jean Valjean gets caught by the police officers with all the silver, and the priest is like,
God has raised you out of darkness. I have saved your soul for God.
That's how I feel right now. It's so good. And now we're jumping to a clip that I recorded like a week ago. It's a happy fun story party time. I leave for China in like 3 days. So that's pretty cool. I can't wait. I'm really excited. I'm kind of just gearing up for it. And life is good. Everything is good. For those of you that are curious about me, I've been tired recently, like I've been just sleeping a lot. But this week's actually been really sad. I'm saying goodbye to my students for like 3 weeks. 2, but my little babies are out in the world on their own. Okay, past Antony. Good morning, YouTube community. I just have a quick story to tell you on this beautiful Monday morning. My last video was about travel to Fukuoka, but something happened on that trip that I did not talk about in that video. So while I was in Fukuoka, I was in the Hakata train station for 1 hour. That's where the Shinkansen leaves. That's like the big station in Fukuoka City. And I was sitting down and there was a man next to me, Japanese man. I think he said he was 75 or maybe even 80 years old. He had very fluent English. This was surprising to me. I was wearing a short sleeve shirt and he was wearing a fluffy down jacket, and he's like, "Aren't you cold?" And I'm like actually sweating. I'm like, no, I'm hot. I'm very hot. I've like taken off 2 jackets and stuff like that. And he goes, "Oh, I think it's cold in here." Turns out he learned English. There used to be a US military base in Fukuoka, and he worked as a translator and an interpreter for things there, and so he's good at English. And we were talking a little bit. He was asking where I was from, what do I do, and so we were talking for a little bit, and his wife came over, and his wife was pretty good at English too, both Japanese. They'd been living in Fukuoka for like 70 years, living in the same city. So I had asked, so there was a picture of this thing on the wall. It looked like a little pancake, like a fat little pancake, a chodi pancake. And I looked at it and I said, "What is that?" I mean, it just had Japanese, so I didn't know. And he said, "Mochi." And I looked at him, I was like, "No, I eat mochi every day." Kind of. And I was like, "I love mochi, and I've never seen mochi like that." It looked closer to like a dumpling, almost. It was brown on the outside, and mochi normally isn't brown. At least the mochi that I've eaten isn't browned. And he said, "Oh yeah, it's very popular here." And while we were talking about it, his wife had stood up, went over to the counter, bought me mochi, came back, and was like, "Here you are." Thank you so much. I almost cried. It was beautiful. Getting mochi by a grandma stranger was amazing. And it was like she just wanted to like share the bit of the culture with me. And so I took it, and it was warm. But before I unwrapped it from its plastic wrap, she gave me like hand sanitizing wipes to clean my hands before I ate. Amazing. Grandmas are amazing. They're always prepared. So I started eating the mochi, and it was warm, which mochi normally isn't warm, but this was amazing. It was like a warm cookie out of the oven. And it had the azuki beans in the middle, so the overall, the mochi was similar to the mochi that I'd had before. It was just like cooked. It was like, I don't know, it was different. And turns out it's called umagai mochi, plum mochi. It's special in Fukuoka. They don't really make it many other places in Japan, and this was them sharing that little bit of culture with me, and it's been a great story. I actually told the story in all of my classes. All of my students thought it was hysterical, and I don't know if you've never, like, if you speak, so if you speak a foreign language, and you're in America, and you see somebody that speaks that language, reach out to them, right? They're in a sea of people that likely don't speak, you know, their language, and you might be able to share a little bit of America or Russia or North Korea with them. I don't know what countries you live in, but it was great. It was great. They were super kind, super nice. He said I should start my own business. I'm like, if you only knew. If you only knew. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, just gonna keep on keeping on. So I will see you all later. Thanks for story time. I extended out Harambe to fit that wall a little bit, so I have more of a background, if you will. Maybe I need to extend it out a little more and give me some place to actually talk that looks semi-professional. But it's not, because it's just Harambe. Alright kids, I'll see you around. Have a good week. Happy Monday. Happy December. Oh, it's December! Wow!
Hi, you've reached Antony. Please leave a message after the beep. Thanks.